Well, good morning. We're at the north end of the Galapagos Islands for our first full day on the Silver Origin. And this morning we're at Genovesa Island, and we're going to have a couple of adventures today. First one will be in about a half hour. We're going to set out on a nature walk from that beach over there. We're going to do some deep water snorkeling, which we're really excited about getting in the water here. And then finally finish off our adventures of the day climbing up St. Philip's Steps. So wish us luck on the climb, and we'll show you our adventures. All expeditions are via Zodiac, and the first morning had a lot of excitement as we gathered in the Discovery Center for our exploration hike on Genovesa. All expeditions are led by Ecuadorian naturalists, and we had Dominica leading this morning.
Used to be a sea lion. This one here, it's an adult, and also, well, or sub-adult, but definitely more than a juvenile. And it's very interesting because here you can tell there's a lack, it's very flat, there's a lack of a bigger bone that typically will grow when it reaches sexual maturity.
As we pushed into the mangrove wetlands, what is striking is just how close the wildlife was and how completely unbothered all the bird life was as we got a peek into their world. Lucky for us, most species of birds were hatching on Genovesa. Baby swallowtail gulls, great frigate birds, red-footed boobies in the mangrove trees, and Nazca boobies nesting within mere feet of the designated trails.
So as you can see, the eyes of this, as you know, is perhaps the most stunning.
Sea lions would be a ubiquitous reminder of the beauty, grace, and power of our natural world. Whether playing or sleeping, we found these creatures absolutely mesmerizing. Unfortunately, these curious wolves of the sea also get themselves in trouble with washed-up debris that they treat as toys.
Or is it a bird?
Here, Dominica and Donna had to team up to get a large piece of plastic from this guy. He was not happy.
No.
One last gaze of cuteness, and back to the ship. In the spirit of the expedition, we had all of about 30 minutes after we returned from the morning nature hike to get into our wetsuits and head back down to the Zodiacs. I love being in the water and was excited to have the potential to swim with sea lions and potentially other large marine life like sharks. The snorkeling spot in Genovesa is along the rim of the caldera wall near St. Philip's Steps, which we'd be hiking in the afternoon. The cliff walls provided a very smooth ocean surface, and we were told to enjoy the warmest waters we would have all week at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. The highlight of this swim, other than the warmer waters, were the schools of yellow-tailed surgeonfish, with a few adopted parrotfish always tagging along. The king angelfish and giant damselfish were also two of my favorites in these waters. Overall, not a bad way to start our snorkeling portion of the expedition. But like this guy, I was ready for some lunch. We'll see you this afternoon. First thing we realized about St. Philip's Steps is, to be honest, they were a bit oversold for their length and treachery. Everyone in our party made it up the steps just fine, and once on top, the trail was an easy path through the forest until we hit the lava field. Once we were on the trail, we were greeted by boobies. Nazca boobies on the ground, nesting with their young, and then the red-footed booby in all its glory. Golden feathers, blue beak, and signature red feet. I think this is my favorite booby of the three species we'd encounter in the Galapagos.
This land bird is commonly always looking for seeds. It's probably the biggest looking for seeds. Look at the different plants here. But when it's a rainy or hot season, or warm season, commonly they switch the diet and they also eat invertebrates because the number of invertebrates or insects is certainly massive.
A word on the great frigate bird: when you get close, you get to see the shimmering green feathers on their backs. When we reached the lava fields, Alondro had given us a challenge. Find the owl. Come on, it's out there somewhere. I think, no, that's not, there it is. There it is. So we found a couple of owls. A note about those owls in the Galapagos is they feed on the petrel birds, who are continually buzzing the landscape and seemingly dancing on the ocean waters. With everyone safely down the steps, we had one more surprise in store for this very busy and very rewarding first day in the Galapagos.
It's a manta ray.